So Trailblazer has been out for about a week now, and we progressed to what I would consider the mid to late game of the league. We've acquired some end game weapons and armor, and we're already incredibly strong, but today we get to unlock our 7th relic, and our damage is about to go completely off the charts. Okay, so now that we have the Venator bow, my new AFK activity is just going to be killing temple spiders. We still need a lot of defense and ranged experience to get to 99. Plus there's even more XP milestones at 35 million and 50 million, so more ranged experience, not the worst. Now to save a bit on prayer pots, we're gonna go grab ourselves these monk robes, which is also a task for having some amount of prayer bonus, I don't know. Oh my god, we look ridiculous. Absolute glass cannon right here. Okay, so we're getting about 1.1 million defense experience per hour, which is pretty good for being an entirely AFK method. There are tons of people here right now though. There it is, 99 hit points. Pretty much entirely through just AFK range training. Another 200 points for that bad boy, bringing us pretty close to our tier 7 relic. Oh my god, did that really just happen? That is like the most perfect timing ever to snipe a spot. I saw him out of the corner of my eye as I'm teleporting away. Jesus. So we've been here for a couple hours. Honestly, there's probably a lot of stuff on the ground I should have been picking up, but we got all the way to 90 defense with very minimal effort, so I'm pretty happy with this. The Venator bow is actually pretty strong. Maybe I'm just coping as a silly Fremennik enjoyer, but I think it's pretty good. So we have one problem that is standing in our way of getting most of our endgame gear, and that's 70 agility. For God's sake, I don't want to train it using rooftop, so we're going to do everything in our power to circumvent that for now. Now the first thing we're going to do is actually some diaries. First up, Lumbridge Easy Diary. It was almost entirely completed by default. We're of course going to chuck that into agility, 30,000 agility experience, get us a couple levels. There's the medium diary done as well. That one was also nearly complete, and that's 90,000 agility experience, bringing us to 64. That's not it though. We have a combat achievement lamp we never claimed. That's also going to be some experience. Another 60,000. Oh my god. So I know I've killed like 6,000 of these red spiders already, but we never went ahead and actually picked up the pages for the book. So we actually had to go back, kill more of them. And why are we getting these pages? Well, so we can complete In Search of Knowledge, so we don't have to do any agility training. Okay, so I think we bring this to the library, turn it in for a 10,000 XP lamp, which with our multiplier, 120,000. Bringing us to 68 agility, so close. I guess we could do a couple rooftop laps. There it is, 70 agility complete. We never have to do any more agility training for the rest of my life, or until we go back in Trader Steve in a week or so. Well, it's that time of year again. Festive pets are coming to RuneScape. Finally, I can dust off my tiny Santa hats and dress up my collection of RuneScape figurines. Now, if you want to materialize your love for RuneScape, I have the perfect thing for you because today's video is sponsored by Crumb. Crumb's store has some of the most iconic RuneScape characters, but in mini form. From Jad or Zuck and Zilliana, to cute little critters like Chinchompas, there's something here for everyone. Each batch is made using a heavy resin cast, then painted using airbrushing and hand brushing techniques. I've owned these models for years now, and I can 100% vouch for the quality and care that clearly goes into making them. It's not just me though, pretty much everyone has nice things to say about them, with hundreds of 5-star reviews and even a Golden Gnome Award from Jagex. These things are selling out really quick due to Christmas, so if you want to pick one up for yourself or as a present, now is a good time to do it. All you have to do is click on the link in my description to check out the website. Crumb is even offering 20% off this week only using my coupon code FLIPPING. And thank you again, Crumb, for sponsoring another video. Okay, so it's finally time to kill some Saradomin. Saradomin offers probably the most important item of all of the God Wars bosses for my account, the armadyl crossbow. Armadyl armor is nice, getting Torva is nice, but the armadyl crossbow is going to be the biggest DPS increase. Plus we'll need it to upgrade to the Zerite crossbow later on, so it's time to go get it. So I'm curious whether we can actually just face tank Zilliana. Kind of doubt it because her attack speed's so high. I don't know what the best strategy is here. Normally you'd kite around, but since we can attack every 2 ticks, Oh, we're getting kind of destroyed, but so is she. Okay, so that worked, but I don't think that's very consistent. 80 points for killing her the first time, though. Okay, so we are definitely going to employ the kind of kite around strategy. Usually, really early on in the kill, she will stall herself by using a special attack, which normally allows me to get most of her HP down. And I can normally kill her by the time we get to the other side of the room. If we cut around successfully, we don't take too much damage. Hey, our first Saradomin sword of many, I'm assuming. Oh, we'll equip that bad boy, has another 80 points. Now because the GodWars bosses take so long to respawn, you're better off leaving the room and re-entering just to get rid of the 1.5-minute respawn timer. This can like double your kills per hour, if not more, which is kind of insane. You can get 100 kills plus per hour at most of the GodWars bosses with just a rune crossbow. Oh my god, we got really lucky with these Godsword shards. We got one of each actually. So we could make a Godsword blade. No, we probably need a higher smithing level. Well, we'll have these for later at least. Yes, there it is. Beautiful. That took a minute, but I think we're pretty much right on drop rate. Yes, we're done with Saradomin. We have to go back 30 more. Kill count 122, and also 200 points for equipping it. This is probably the biggest upgrade we're gonna get the entire game. Maybe the Zerite's a better upgrade, but now normally the armadyl crossbow, not that big of an upgrade. It's actually kind of usually a pretty big waste of money to get it. But in this exact circumstance where we're going from the rune crossbow to the armadyl, it's actually a gigantic upgrade, and that's for one reason: dragon bolts. Previously, we couldn't actually use these dragon bolts even though we had all of them ready to go. The rune crossbow just doesn't fire them, but now that we have the armadyl, we can use them, which means our max hit actually went up a significant amount. So we're gonna go ahead and craft all of these bolts right now. We do have a limited supply of them, but we also have 98% ammo saved, so for every 1,000 bolts we have, that's actually tens of thousands of shots, if not 100,000. So we're gonna split them up primarily between ruby and diamond bolts, but we'll make some onyx bolts, maybe a few sapphire bolts as well for Muspa. Oh my god, there we go. Some matching boots, armadyl boots, we'll take that. Also apparently 20 hard uniques. Well, look at us now, we are in the late game. Now one thing I learned from actually Bodhi, you can use an unenchanted glory to mount it in your house, and then you can have unlimited teleports. Which is really handy because I don't think there's any way for me to charge this thing, or at least not consistently. Now thanks to all those PVM tasks, we're actually pretty close now to our tier 7 relic, which increases our experience rate, so I think it's probably our best interest to grind this sucker out and just complete some tasks. So there we go guys, finally our tier 7 relic, and this one is a hard decision. Possibly the most difficult relic choice of the entire league. Soul Stealer, Weapon Master, or Berserker. Soul Stealer has a 50% chance to drain 10% of the damage that you deal, both to your hit points and prayer. So a relic that will sustain you in raids and bossing, pretty interesting. We have Weapon Master, which is really a special attack relic, would actually synergize pretty well with the Zerite crossbow. Your special attacks will never miss, and you have the option of sacrificing some hit points to do a special attack instead if you ran out of special attack energy. And finally here we have Berserker, which increases your damage based on your missing health, and you're guaranteed to hit your max hit if the opponent has max health. Now my original plan was to go Weapon Master due to the Zerite crossbow, but after having tried out the crossbow build for a while, I don't think I'm gonna go Weapon Master anymore. Your special attacks activate so frequently as is that I don't really want to spend the entire league spamming my special attack bar, eating food, trying to max out damage that way. It just sounds annoying, so I'm not gonna go that. Soul Stealer was kind of tempting. Now in the end, we're gonna go with Berserker, and I'll explain why as we maybe test out the relic. But this is just going to be the highest increase in our DPS. So thanks to my Fremennik pick, paying off again, we can just grab ourselves a locator orb. One of the issues with having restricted regions, it can actually be difficult to purposely damage yourself down to low HP, depending on your region choice, but thanks to Fremennik, we get probably the most convenient option, the locator orb. Okay, so we're gonna try out this new relic with the Venator bow. We're gonna go down to 1 HP. We're gonna throw on Protect from melee. We have a task to kill moss giants, which should die pretty quickly. So our first hit, we're guaranteed max. Okay, it immediately died. First hit is guaranteed max, which is 43. Each bounce of the Venator is also guaranteed a max hit. Oh my god, things are dying so quickly. Okay, these things are just not respawning quickly enough. That's actually my issue right now. Now there's an interesting interaction with the Berserker relic that makes it really strong on ranged and magic. If you attack something from far away, thanks to the attack speed, you can get multiple guaranteed max hits due to the distance. You can get 2 with a crossbow on rapid. I think you can get up to 3 guaranteed max hits with a Tumican Shadow and maybe a twisted bow, assuming you're standing pretty far away. Regardless though, 2 guaranteed max hits is enough to one-shot a lot of Slayer monsters. Like for example, these trolls we can one-shot in a 4-tick cycle, which really increases your damage and Slayer experience per hour, which I think adds a ton of value to the Berserker relic. Plus, if you have 100% immunity to something, you can camp really low HP, which increases your damage even more. Okay, Slayer experience per hour is 1.2 million, not bad, considering we have 0 superiors involved with that right now. Oh my god, these hellhounds are getting eviscerated. Oh my god, they're all dead. Same problem as the last place, the monsters just don't respawn quickly enough. Okay, we got our first task of Kurasks, which means it's finally time to unlock broader fletching. This is a pretty easy way to bank 99 fletching, although you don't benefit from production masters. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not. Okay, so I never killed the Turoth, which we'll just do on the way. We'll take those 40 points. Now the Berserker relic kind of changes what Slayer tasks are the best. Kurasks previously would not be a very high experience task, but thanks to Berserker and the fact that we can 2-shot them, it actually becomes a really strong Slayer task. And most importantly, it has superiors. Okay, that was also 80 points for 100 combat achievements. It always feels good to randomly get some tasks and points. So there's our first superior down. First of many, hopefully. We are looking to hopefully get the imbued heart eventually, but mostly superiors are good for the Slayer experience. Oh my god, they're both in the ground. The leaf-bladed sword and battle axe, that was very convenient. We'll equip both of them for a medium and hard task. But just look at how strong this is. We can just one-shot them before they can even turn around. We're getting 2.4 million Slayer experience per hour from Kurasks, which is just boggling to the mind a bit. But thanks to Berserker, we're just outputting so much damage. Okay, so we finally leveled Herblore up enough to the point where we can make Saradomin brews. We have a ton of Toadflax potions, not so much in the way of bird nests, but we have been collecting some. We got 51. So we'll go ahead and make our very first Saradomin brews. These are going to be very important, of course, but we're going to have to be a little bit conservative with them because the quicker we use them, the more giant mole we got to do, or Kingdom of Miscellany, I don't know. So we need to do a couple more days of daily Soul Wars. Really, we just need to get to 84 prayer, and then we're good to go. The Venator bow is pretty fun to attack people with. Is this the PvP people keep telling me all about? Another day, another 1 million prayer experience. Soul Wars is definitely kind of busted for this, but that's okay. We are now at 79 prayer, which means tomorrow we should be able to get Annihilate, our best offensive range prey. Alright, so we're heading over to Next. I'm not really sure if I'm going to start grinding out Next and whether I want to do mass worlds or small teams or duos or solo. I'm not sure if that's even possible for me right now. To start with though, we're going to just do a kill in a mass world or a couple kills just to get some of the easy tasks and combat achievements and whatnot. Maybe we get lucky, who knows? Oh my god, I forgot how much of a fiesta this is. Oh, there's so many people here, and there's guaranteed somebody with Executioner. Also, all this coughing drains supplies like crazy. Oh, well, it's dead. Okay, well, we get a hard task for defeating Next. Looks like we've also completed our medium combat achievements as well. 200 points for that, what the hell? Okay. Oh my god, these pop-ups are literally going to be going for the entirety of this next kill. Mass worlds are definitely not going to be the way to do it, I don't think. There's too many people there, so we're going from a mass to trying out a solo. Nah, I haven't really done much Next at all, so I wasn't assuming there would be any chance of me doing it. I just wanted to see how powerful we are and how far we can make it. I think a duo should be definitely possible. You know the funny thing about the Berserker relic? We can't splash on seagulls anymore. We just kill them immediately, regardless of our magic accuracy. Uh-oh. So I was pretty quickly able to power level our Slayer up to 82. Really nothing special. We were skipping a lot of tasks, but really just the XP per hour on anything that has high hit points. Just absolutely insane. Like these worm tasks, pretty good. We're getting 1.4 mil XP per hour, which is crazy. So we have the armadyl helmet, we got the armadyl chestplate, and we have some armadyl chaps, but that's not exactly the chaps we want. We want the chain skirt. So we're going back to armadyl for our final piece. Armadyl is now pretty much as relaxed as Kraken. With Berserker, we can pretty much one-shot Armadyl in like under 5 seconds, so we take 0 damage. All we have to do is kill it, run out, reset, super easy. Hat collection is growing. Okay, we'll take another Armadyl helmet. Oh, there's hat number 3. Oh, well, wouldn't you know? Armadyl helmet number 4. Yes, there it is. Chain skirt acquired. Having 4 Armadyl helmets is pretty cool, but full Armadyl even better. That's an elite task, but more importantly, we're geared up and ready to go. We have everything we need for next. We have everything we need for the late game, range-wise, of course. And it's time to take on our first raid and next. But that'll have to wait till the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.